Mississippi. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. Ranked in the top 25 with high expectations to start the season, that Week 0 loss shocked everyone. With a bye week to look at their issues, try to get things corrected, this is a crucial game today. Can they be the team everyone thought they were before the season started? We'll find out today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Wolverines headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments. The run inside. It's Lacey. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, do they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hobbs. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Running inside. It's Lacey. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. The throw to the outside is complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense really needed that opening drive, man. They've given them some yards. The offense has gained some momentum, but nice job in their own territory. Backed up, what do? They get after the quarterback and force the predictable passing 3rd and long situation.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Across the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Hobbs. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end, that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Bring in the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds the big tight end. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders right.
Caught, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they... him in his tracks.
I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, second and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the first down. Now it's third down. What do you do now?
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. The short hands, it's Marshall. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood rushes on him. The throw quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
And Sharp circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Maybe some room here. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Run inside. It's Lacey. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Makes the catch. It's Hobbs, and they're able to get him down.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Rebels send out the punt unit.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Clock stops. We have reached the two-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Underwood on the play action.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind me.
Got a little press. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and then just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell it got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the red zone, it's Marshall. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge...
Banks going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point is good. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fields. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
2-14 close. 2-14 close.
The offense defense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Gill. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Cook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the point after is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Running to Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Underwood. It's complete to the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Chambers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is... There's a little room there. He slides past the 1st down mark. He'll convert that 3rd and long.
Defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick handoff. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Snags it in there. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Lacey. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. With the catch, it's High. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He got it loose and it was lights out after that.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Throwing, Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. Quickly out to the tight end. There's some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you.
They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Play action with Underwood. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game already. Over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments that time. They were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
The screen, he's got wheels. Turning it on. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but with the catch and run, takes it down to the 7.
And right there you're seeing why a lot of guys like to call draws and screens when it's 3rd and long. The defense is thinking you're taking a shot deep down the field, but if you spit it out quickly to a wide receiver in the perimeter, and you find a few blocks against a crease, then he takes off with the speed, and you still find a way to not just get the first down, but generate an explosive play.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Big Blue with the answer.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch on the right side. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Now dealing with a 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's a tough thing to do, man. You've already seen him have success. He can run the football. He's got a rushing touchdown. He's got those wheels. So to get to him and not let him break free and not let him evade you, that's a great job by this defense. A lot of times it's a team effort. But he got him on the ground. He got the sack.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal. You're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a Because knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes a catch. Makes the grab in their space. At the 20.
The second down pass, complete to the back.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there, catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And now they'll be able to stop the clock just one more time.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback may change this route.
Blue 22. Mustang.
To the air on 1st down. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Lacey. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
After that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but then he stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unleashes one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What a fantastic job by the defense points there in that fourth down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with a double.
And he puts through the extra point.
Number 22, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here comes the heat. Being chased. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got a man. It's Alexander.